Hey guys, it's Krowicki and welcome back to another video. Today we're working on my 2011 535i, and the problem that we're going to be fixing is we're going to be replacing the tension spring and the return spring for the trunk. So right now when I unlock the trunk, if I press this button right here on the key fob to open it up, you can see that the trunk kind of just flies open without actually stopping where it's supposed to. So we're going to be replacing the springs that slow down the trunk as it gets to the top, and then also makes it a little bit easier to close. So let's get started. Alright, so you can see here inside the box, we got it from ECS Tuning. The part was actually $1 cheaper to get from BMW, but I decided to go with ECS Tuning because they had free shipping, and also they gave me a free license plate and stickers with the purchase as well. Let's go ahead and open it up here. There we go, there's the license plate frame. Here are my two springs. So there's one piece, and there's the other. I gotta figure out which one's the tension and which one's the return spring. So I'll put those over to the side. Okay, in the trunk now, we're gonna use some plastic tools here to remove some of these little pins holding the carpet in. So we have one right here. We tear this back. We have one right over here. There's one right at the top. And I think the last one is just right here. So we're gonna go ahead and remove all these right now and get access to the spring. You can kind of see the spring right now. It's in there, kind of where the arms of the trunk are. All right, now that I've removed some of the plastic clips that are holding this trunk carpet in, I have better access right now to the spring right here. So we're gonna go ahead and try to remove it. Starting out from this side, I'm gonna try to just wiggle it out of there. And then we're gonna do the other side over there, try to wiggle it out of its spot and then put the replacement in. Okay, it's a little bit harder to remove than I thought it was gonna be, so I'm gonna actually just spray it down with some WD-40 to loosen it up a little bit, and hopefully it'll be easier to remove. So let's go ahead and get right in there. Just a tiny little bit. Let that sink in, and kind of wiggle it around a little bit more. Loosen it up, hopefully then it'll be a little bit more nicer to me. Okay, just popped it out right here of its first position, and now I'm going to go into the back right here and try to take it out of that second little position that's holding it in. Alright, so I finally got it loosened and got it off. So this is what the old one looks like here. I think you can see actually where it was leaking. It's kind of sticky right here, so this is probably where my trunk springs failed. But I'm gonna go ahead and set this right here, grab the new one. I'm gonna keep it in the same position that I took it out of, so I know how to put it back in. All right, so here we go. This is the brand new return spring. Let's go ahead and put it in, take off this sticker, put that on the old one. We're gonna go ahead and put it in from the back first and then do the front. Once again, you can see this right here is exactly where that old return spring failed, and now I got the new one in. So kind of before I put everything together now, I'm going to show you guys how this contracts as I put the trunk down, and then now watch as I let the trunk go open, it comes up to the top very slowly. I'll do that one more time so you can see how the spring compresses like that as it comes up. So I actually originally didn't know which side was actually the broken one. I was kind of too lazy to tear the thing apart and kind of determine which spring was leaking. So I am going to go ahead and also replace the tension spring on the left side here as well. So I've got that new part right there. I did use a bit of WD-40 to get it in, and honestly it kind of sucked. It was a little harder than I originally thought it was going to be. All right, let's try this again now with the return spring fixed. So let's go ahead and hit the trunk button right here. Slows down at the top. No more giant clunk, and I don't have to worry anymore about it smashing my rear windshield. And if you guys are also doing both sides just like me, just know that the left side right here, the driver's side, is a lot easier to access. I don't know, maybe I think actually what happened was I forgot to pull this clip right over here. Kind of, let me show you where this is. It's kind of like along the tail light. I think I forgot to pull this clip when I was doing this other side, because when I pulled all the plastic clips holding this carpet in together over here on the driver's side, This pulls back and it's just so easy. So much access right here to this tension spring. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch this one out. I got the new one and we're almost done with this job. Also know that with the tension spring taken out, this trunk is gonna wanna close by itself. So I think I kind of had no idea what I was doing when I first started this, but it looks like the return spring is what actually kind of opens up this trunk, and this tension spring is kind of what keeps it from falling back down. So I'm guessing that this tension spring will kind of slow it down as it gets close to a close here. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put in the new one right now, the new tension spring. This tension spring came out a lot easier, so I hope it comes in, because now I have to hold this trunk up so it doesn't fall on me. So I gotta do this one-handed. All right, tension spring is replaced. That literally took like maybe 2 minutes compared to the 20 minutes that it took me to do the return spring. But honestly, I think I was just a big dummy with the return spring, because I'm pretty sure, you know how you gotta take off these plastic clips? There's the one, there's two right over there, and there's a third one I think over here. I forgot to remove this one right here, so that kind of made the whole process 11 million times harder. So I'm gonna go ahead and put everything back together and show you guys the finished result. All right, let's go ahead and go over the finished product now. I've put everything back together. Return spring has been replaced and tension spring has been replaced. So now when I close the trunk, there's no resistance. It doesn't actually pull down. Also, it just kind of goes down smoothly. And now let me take my keys, open up the trunk here. There we go. Comes up smoothly. Also, I have gone ahead and used the license plate frame that I got from ECS Tuning, just because this is the remains of the old license plate frame that I had in the front. So let me show you guys that I changed right here to this ECS Tuning one. And hopefully if I ever buy something else from these guys, they'll send me a second one as well, so I'll have a matching one in the back. But for now, this one just says San Jose, Stevens Creek, BMW. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment if you got something to comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. We're almost at 2,000 subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye-bye.